each other from our youth. We were friends long ago and all busy with the music. And we were actually also all in Boy Scouts. So we were friends from there, and afterwards, but we already made music then and in different combinations and stuff. And then at a certain point, I think 3 years ago, turned out the 4 of us playing together, and there was really like chemistry and a vibe, and we had a lot of fun in creating music together, and that's when everything got a boost. We're from a certain city in Belgium that's famous for its carnival, and that means we were used to dress up yearly. Actually, the tradition in Alt is to dress up like women. But yeah, that makes it quite easy. That makes it a very small step when you have a party to make it like a party in a theme and where people have some costume. And at a certain point, the theme of the party had to be something like white trash from the future, like some centuries in the future. How would that look like? Like trash people from the future, and yeah, that everybody's dressed up very ugly at that moment, and there's a lot of aliases and different names, and somehow in the hate of the alcohol, this name popped out, and we turned out to be called like that. Difficult to say, and maybe you would be better placed to say it, because we really not think about that while making music. We all listen to lots and lots of stuff, and I can always name drop some bands today, but those will maybe other bands next week. And the biggest influence is actually, or it's the chemistry between us when it's all okay. But yeah, we never work on a song and then say, hey, this song should more sound like this band or that band, or try to do it more in this direction. We really don't try to do it like that. Of course, there are influences in it, but that's not on purpose. Most of the lyrics are written by Lara, our singer, and she grew up first 8 years, I think, in Togo, and she went to a British school, and so the first language she really spoke a lot was English. And when she's writing down her thoughts or something, or when she's writing something that's important for her, she automatically goes to English. And also, it's also like sometimes a logic step, because the English is so close to the history of a lot of the music in the last century, and a lot of times it seems logic to write in this language. Sometimes, like, I prefer to do something in French or so, it depends on the feeling, but English is often obvious. People describe it as indie pop with a bit of dark edges, and sometimes you hear that there's dreamy folk in it. Sometimes you hear there's like atmospheric rock in it, and I can live with it. I just try not to pin us on one certain name kind of music, because otherwise maybe we would feel obliged to stay in that kind of music. In Belgium, things are going pretty well right now. So you can say we're big here. And next up is going to the neighboring countries. We're playing in the Netherlands. We did a couple of shows there. It's a lot of fun. We did some shows in Germany. We're going to do more shows there, and also in France. We have there's plans to do shows there. And so right now we're looking for the neighboring countries. Because the country, I guess, apart from Belgium, where most of the people already know us, is the Netherlands. I guess that like for a British band, it would always be easier, or for an American band, because that's a bit the direction that we're used to. There's a lot of industry and entertainment industry made to promote all those Anglo-Saxon bands, and they just have more weight, or how do you say that? So for a Belgian band, it's more difficult than for an English band, I think, but I don't think it would make a difference if you're, for example, from Belgium or from the Netherlands or from Germany. That wouldn't really make a difference.
Toevallig ligt dat bij ons, ja, dat is mogelijk, ja.
Kijk eens aan, wat gaan jullie spelen van La Roux?
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof van La Roux door Intergalactic Lovers. Kijk, ik ga het hier stilmaken en dan mogen jullie er helemaal voor gaan.
We cannot live from it yet. We are a little bit in between. It's really there's a lot of time, a lot of work that goes into the band. There's also money coming back, but it's a bit in between. We'll see what the future brings, and we do get some money off the band, but it's not like we're really living from it now. Lara is working in a bar. Brandon just finished his studies for being an architect, and Raf is working at the town of Aalst. And myself, I have 2 daughters, and during the day I take care for the daughters. We really wanted to do it totally different. We had to do a song for Studio Brussels, and I proposed a couple of songs, and we chose this one. It has some nice hooks, and we just started fooling around on the acoustic guitar, and we really were pretty sure we wanted to do something completely different from the original. And it was a bit fooling around with the acoustic guitar and trying stuff out, and yeah, and then we ended at the position you saw. We only played it once there. It was for this thing organized for the Studio Brussels, the Flemish radio station. Something that's far enough from what we're doing, so that there's a surprise in it. So, for example, lots of times we hear, for example, comparisons of the voice of Lara with the voice of or Cat Power or PJ Harvey or something. So it would not be very adventurous to play a cover of one of those. It must be something that's far away, far enough from what we're doing. I don't have a particular song in mind. In some time, it won't be long before you will see the next cover that will appear, I guess, on the Facebook. But I'm not allowed to say already what it is. But you will see it. But it's for example the song you will see appear on Facebook, and sometimes it's something that's pretty far away from what we're doing normally, and it's almost unrecognizable. We can't recognize it. No, it goes pretty much abroad. Last time I see there's quite enough of American reactions. So sometimes, like several times a week, there's some reaction from an American guy, but a different one all the time. But yeah, it seems that here and there people come to know us. We still have lots of concerts until September, October, I think beginning of December, and afterwards we want to concentrate on making new music, which is still the funniest thing on being in a band, I think, and looking abroad. other countries.
Bulletproof, yeah, this time, this time, I'll be bulletproof, yeah, this time, I'll be bulletproof, this time, baby, baby, I'll be bulletproof, this time, baby, baby, I'll be bulletproof.
Shit, dat was mooi. Intergalactic Lovers.